Hey guys, welcome back to another video today. We are doing a train with me video. So I decided to do this before the winter village decides to
disappear on us again.
And we have to wait for a whole another year until it comes back again. So I was like, let's do a little bit of a train with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer some questions. Nobody really asked for this video, but like I wanted to get like training again. So I was like, what topic should I talk about for training? So I decided to go ahead and do a get to know me questionnaire type thing. Again, nobody asked for this, but I needed a topic to talk about while training. So let's get into it. Also, I totally forgot to say that I'm riding my new horse Walnut, which you'll probably see in an upcoming video coming out pretty soon. And I'm also gonna keep the winter effect on, only because of these winter races require it, so that's why. Alright, so the first question is, what are your hobbies? Now, I have a couple. I mean, one of my hobbies is doing YouTube. I love editing in my free time. I do have multiple TikTok accounts in which I do different types of edits and whatnot. I'm still perfecting them, you know, I'm still working on each one. Like I feel like I definitely can do better, but like sometimes when I make an edit, I almost feel like, okay, this is not as good as I wanted it to be, and so I'm like, maybe I could have done a little bit better. But to be honest, you know, it's not that bad. But that's some of my hobbies. Another hobby of mine is swimming. I do like swimming, but considering that it is winter, it's cold, I don't do a lot of that swimming anyway, so unfortunately that's out.
Don't tell me we're already gonna lose this race.
But yeah, so I do a lot of swimming in my free time. When I say a lot of swimming, I just do free play swimming. I don't really do a championship type swimming or anything like that, just swimming for fun. Do you collect anything? Not that I know of. Like, okay, no, I don't want to say that. Not that I know of. I don't collect things, like tangible things. I collect like, okay, if you guys play The Sims 4, I do collect packs. Even if it's a pack that I'm not exactly sure about, if I can get a good deal for it, I would buy it and collect it. The only pack I refuse to get though is the Journey to Batu. I don't care if it is on sale. I don't even care if it's on free. I will still never put that in my game, but everything else I definitely like to collect different types of games. I feel like I want to play different packs for The Sims 4. What are you most passionate about? I feel like I'm more passionate about, especially now that I'm on winter break, I'm more passionate about editing, becoming a YouTuber. I mean, I am a YouTuber, but like I feel like I've definitely this year have definitely pushed forward in becoming a YouTuber, if that makes sense. So I'm really passionate about that. But I also feel like what I'm also another thing passionate about is probably being the best sister that I can possibly be. Like, I'm not expecting to be a perfect sister or anything like that, but I definitely want to be a pretty good role model for my younger siblings. What is your most prized possession? My most prized possession I feel like I own are basically all electronics. My phone, my computer, my tablet, my laptop, my mic. Those are all my like most prized possessions in my opinion. I don't know, many people would say,
oh, my most prized possession is like this jewelry that was passed down from my family. It's a tradition that we pass this specific jewelry, like a grandfather clock.
No, my prized possessions are all electronics. My bed is one of my prized possessions in my opinion. Okay, what is your greatest accomplishment in your life? I feel like the greatest accomplishment in my life personally was when I got my license. I feel like to many it's not very important, but to me it just feels like a very important stepping stone for me, a very important milestone, because it means that I can finally drive. Like, I actually have proof that I can drive. What is on your bucket list? Well, one of which was on my bucket list was to get my driver's license, which that's already checked. Go ahead and kind of figure out my dream job. I don't really have a dream job. I mean, this is kind of my dream job. I want to be a YouTuber. I want to, learn how to edit. I want to, do those type of things, but I'm talking about like actual income dream jobs. So I was thinking of trying to get into radiology, because even though it's not something that I love, but it's definitely something that I would like to get into, so that's why I don't mind getting into radiology. So that's kind of on my bucket list as of right now. It's a very short bucket list, but hey, it's a bucket list. What was your favorite recent memory? I'm trying to think recently. What was my most recently favorite memory? Okay, how recent? Cause like I don't really have favorite memories, so I'm trying to think like what is recent enough. I think my favorite memory is when last summer basically we went to Great Wolf Lodge all the way in, I think, to go visit the Great Mall of America. It was great there. Oh my gosh, there was rides, there was food. I really enjoyed myself, and I feel like that's my most recent favorite memory of this year. I'm just gonna say of this year because it's not recent obviously anymore, but it was definitely a fun memory for me because I got to spend time with my friends and family. It was a long trip there because we had to drive there, so it was a 6-hour drive, so it definitely was a long ride there, but they do say the journey is what matters, so I really enjoyed that. What is your best childhood memory? I think my best childhood memory is when I bought me my first Barbie doll. Now look, at the time I was a youngin', okay? I enjoyed my Barbie dolls, okay? I had a very strange addiction with it, but what kid wouldn't? So I remember my young age self going on YouTube and watching Cookie Swirl C, minding my own business, and I saw that these new made-to-move Barbie dolls were out, okay? And I'm thinking in my head, oh, these dolls probably cost like about $80 because they're made to move dolls. And at the time they were around like $20, like they were $19.99 I think, and they were around $20 plus tax. And so my doll loving addictive self was like, how about I go ahead and save up for this so-called Barbie doll? So I saved up exactly $20, went to the store. I begged my grandma at the time. My grandma would take care of me and babysit me, so I begged my grandma, can we go to the store, can we go to Walmart? And the first doll I got wasn't the Barbie. She was a Barbie, but she wasn't the Barbie that I wanted, but I bought her anyway because you know what? She was a made to move doll. I was obsessed with dolls, and I still have my boxes of dolls sitting up top of my closet that I have not taken down, and I want to wait until it's probably the new year and wait to open that box up again. I have not opened that box up in months. So what is my favorite holiday? Well, that's easy. My favorite holiday is
the holidays where I don't have to go to school, which is basically all of them.
Okay. I know I don't really have a favorite holiday. I'm not really a fan of holidays in general. I mean, it's a great time to be around friends and family and whatnot, but me personally, I just feel like it's a hassle. I feel like specifically around holidays it's the most busiest. People are trying to get food for their family, trying to get presents, trying to get X, Y, and Z, and it's just the most crowded time of year. Like if I want to go to McDonald's, for example, because maybe I'm just not feeling the turkey that was cooked last night, maybe I wasn't feeling the mac and cheese that we had for 3 days straight already, maybe I want some McDonald's food. I can't do that because they're closed on holidays, and it's kind of just like, okay, well, now what? I'm not saying that I hate holidays, but it's just not my thing per se. I mean, to each their own, am I right? Okay, what family member are you closest to? I'm closest to a lot of my family members, but I feel like I'm closest personally with my grandmother because I don't know, I feel like I admire her a lot, mainly because of her bravery. Like she's more braver than me. A lot of the things she does I could never do. Like I just don't have that type of personality. Like I know no risk, no reward, but me personally, I just can't risk it that much. So I definitely admire her. That's why I'm most closest to her, and I feel like I can definitely talk to her about anything, even if it's something very mundane and ridiculous. Like I feel like she'd at least listen. What skill would you most likely want to learn? The skill that I really want to learn the most is to be a better editor. Like I edit already. I do YouTube, so that means I edit my own videos. I edit my own short edits on TikTok. but I want to, I want to keep growing and upgrading, if that makes sense. So I definitely want to acquire the skill of better edits, doing better transitions, doing better, masking and stuff like that. Like if you're an editor, like there's a lot of editors on TikTok and Instagram that I see, and I'm like,
oh my gosh, how did they do that?
Where is the coolest place you've traveled to? I think two of the most coolest places I traveled to was, of course, Great Wolf Lodge, the Great Mall of America. It was the greatest place in the world. I really enjoyed myself, especially since I got to spend time with my friends and family. So yes, that is one of the coolest places that I ever went to, especially since I don't know if I'll ever go there again, but it's a very long ride. If I ever decide to go back there again, I'm gonna have to take like a plane or something, because 6 hours, I can't do it. I can't do it back and forth. It was pretty cramped. I definitely have to say that. But another coolest place I went and visited, not recently at all, but it was the first time going to Florida, Orlando Universal Studios. I ripped into that place. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I remember distinctively getting sunburned as well, but it was great. There was rides there. It was fun. We stayed there for a couple of days. Best summer ever. I enjoyed that too, and it was the first time I took a plane there. So it was the first time I ever sat in a plane. So I definitely enjoyed myself, because this is the first time I'm in the air. It was definitely an interesting experience. I never experienced my ears having to pop. Like, I would be so paranoid because
my ears, I can't. They're clogged and I can't hear anything.
And it wasn't the greatest feeling. I know people say you can chew gum or wear earplugs, and I'm just like, yeah, I know people say chew gum or wear earplugs, but at the time I didn't know that, so that's that. What does your average weekend look like? Well, considering that it is the weekend while I'm recording this, my average weekend is simply, on Sunday, since today is Sunday, I usually, get up. I get up at like 3 p.m. probably, depending if I actually slept the night before, I would wake up a lot later in the day. But the earliest I will wake up is probably 12. Maybe if I have to go somewhere, 9, but nothing earlier than that. I don't wake up. I'm not a morning person at all. So I'll sleep in a little bit and then get up, and then I'll have to clean the bathroom and then clean the dishes, tidy up a little bit, clean up my room, probably play some games with my friends, record, edit, eat, sleep, and repeat.
I spend Saturday getting ready for Sunday, and I spend Sunday getting ready for Monday, and it's just a whole cycle for me because
I can't, the weekends don't even feel like the weekends anymore. They just feel like a day and a half. Tell me about your longest running friendship with someone. My longest friendship are with the friends that I even have now. They're younger than me, but we do play Roblox together. I honestly, you have those type of friendships, those friendships that you don't exactly know how you guys became friends in the first place. How are we even friends? We don't have a lot in common. We don't always do everything together, and sometimes we might not even talk for days and weeks on end, but then when we do talk, it's like time has never passed. You know what I mean? Those are the kind of friendships I like to have, where you might not even talk to them for you might not talk to them every day, and I don't talk to them every day. Sometimes we do, but especially with school, I'm pretty busy and I'm asleep, so I don't always talk to them every day. I don't call them every day, but when we do, it's almost like time has just stopped. Almost time hasn't passed. Where you have those friend groups where there's always a person who's shorter than you, but they're older than you. That's the kind of friendships I have. What makes you unique? Oh, that's one thing. Okay, one thing that definitely makes me unique is that I can move my ears to some extent. I know a lot of people can't move their ears, but I can. So yeah, I learned that pretty neat trick when I was watching My Little Pony. This was years back, but I was watching My Little Pony, and I have this weird thing where I would imitate a character, and I still do it today. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it. That's how bad it is. It's where I imitate a character, their facial movements, even kind of what they're saying. I kind of imitate it, sort of. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I do. And I was imitating a My Little Pony episode, and she was lifting and raising her ears all over the place, and I was doing that as well, and then I had to take a quick look in the mirror to see, okay, what do I look like when I move my ears? And I was like, oh, I can actually move my ears without moving my eyebrows or anything like that, or having extra things like that. Like I can just move my ears. So that's a cute little neat trick. I don't even think anybody needs to know that. Who is your hero? I am my own hero. I mean, realistically, if I get myself into a sticky situation, it's usually me who has to get myself out of it. Like, I started this issue, so I usually am the one who has to get myself out of it. But in all seriousness, I feel like one of my heroes is like my mom, my dad, by default. By default, she gave birth to me. She brought me into this world even though I didn't ask for it, but I'm here. She takes care of me. She makes sure I have a roof over my head. When did you first feel like you were an adult? Okay,
I can't answer this
because I still don't feel like I'm an adult. Like, I mean, I'm getting there, but it still hasn't sunken in. I don't feel like an adult at all. Certain things that I do in general aren't very adult-like. Like, I don't act my age at all. Okay, aside from necessities, what is one thing you could not go a day without? Food. I mean, that's not even a necessity. I can't survive. Oh my gosh, I think I'm in the middle of someone's club. I think they're doing dressage right now. Like, why are they all standing like that? What is something that makes you smile/laugh? One thing that definitely makes me smile is when other people are smiling. When everybody else is happy and laughing and giggling, it definitely makes me smile. It puts a smile on my face. It definitely makes me happy. I love somebody's good laugh, like especially if it's like a true laugh. You know that they're actually meaning it. Oh my gosh, it's so laggy over here. I hate coming over to Steve's. It's just so laggy. But I definitely enjoy seeing other people smile. The more that I see people smile, the more happy I get, and it makes me smile. What are you most thankful for? I'm most thankful for my friends, my family, a roof over my head, food in my belly, a bed to sleep on, my computer, my phone, my Apple Watch, because those are all things I didn't buy, so I'm very thankful for that. A nice warm home I can be able to come to. I'm thankful for
having patience to deal with my friends' mess sometimes.
What are you most looking forward to? I'm most looking forward to the summer. I really am. I'm so sick of school. Every time I go to school, I get a headache. I'm tired. I'm drained. School is so draining. I'm tired.
I feel like going to prison every single day.
Like, there's no stopping. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this training time, train with me video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye everyone.
You just gotta